The CBC show, Being Erica, was a really great character study on how to live your life, learn from your mistakes, and thus grow as a person in the show. The show ran for 4 seasons on the CBC from 2009 through 2011. The character Erica Strange was played by the great actress Erin Karpluk. And she did a really great job, in my view, with some really complex issues and rough subject matter on the show. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I think the show Being Erica was a really great show for all time, and especially on Canadian TV. So, here we go. In the plot, the Dr. Tom character was played by the actor Michael Riley. And in the plot, in my view, he does not actually exist. In my interpretation of the plot, he is basically Erica's conscience talking back to her. And that's a recurring theme in a lot of the plot. Basically, in the plot, there's a lot of things that go on in her own mind, questioning her decisions and past decisions and things of that nature. She basically argues with herself throughout the entire show. The plot was set in Toronto, which makes the show even more interesting because it's a diverse and liberal area. Being Erica reminded me a lot of the NBC shows Providence and Ed, which originally aired on NBC from the late 90s to the earlier 2000s. Being Erica actually reminded me of a lot of the show Providence, because in Providence there was a similar character to Erica Strange. She was the main character in the show. It's also about one of my favorite cities, Providence, Rhode Island, which I lived in that area further back in my life. I was really into books on motivation and relationships in my life, so these kinds of shows always interested me. The show is very introspective. By changing yourself, you can change your own life, make your own life better, and make lives around you better. The show is essentially a deep character study. The show mainly analyzed social issues, relationships, and women dating bad boys was a recurring theme in the plot. A few times the show actually did get into controversial political issues such as the environment and gay rights, but that was relatively limited in the show's history. I think the crux or the main idea of Being Erica can be summed up in a famous quote by a famous actress. Joan Crawford, also known as Mommy Dearest, had kind of a checkered past, and one of her own children accused her of abuse. But I think she sums up Being Erica a lot in a famous quote that she gave out to the public way back. Remember, she was part of the golden age of Hollywood back in the 1950s. So here goes the quote, and I'm paraphrasing. And I think it sums up the show Being Erica. You can never be too sure when you fall in love or when love comes into your life, whether it's going to warm your heart or burn your house down. And I think that really sums up the show Being Erica because it focused a lot on romantic relationships. I don't think the show got the attention it deserved at the time. In the history of North American TV, it's a fairly obscure show, and it was on Canadian TV, which is a smaller market in comparison to other countries. I think it will get a lot of attention on the internet due to reruns. That's the great thing about digital rerun channels and smart TVs. These shows can get a new life on a different media. It's a show for all women, it's a show for all men, it's a show for all time. I believe this show can really help people if you give it a chance. There's actually rumors on Wikipedia that an American TV network is considering a remake of the show being Erica. I'm not sure why, since they got it right the first time, in my opinion. But there is substantial rumors on Wiki that it might eventually get remade on American TV. I doubt it, because the show has been in development now for about supposedly 10 years. But it's a possibility that it could see the light of day on American TV. Once again, I do think that this show can really help people if you give it a chance. It's on reruns for free, and I would encourage people to watch it, especially if you've gone through these kinds of issues in your life. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Please remember Veterans Day next week if you live in the United States. Please remember all those who fought and died and were hurt for your freedom. It may even be somebody that you know. Please remember people all over the world that fought and died for your freedom, regardless of the country that they are from. Please remember Remembrance Day if you live in Canada. Once again, please make a note that my next video is going to be on why the Liberal Party in Canada can't seem to attract Western Canadian voters. I'm also going to talk about Peter Poilievre, American and Canadian politics, in the video. If you're into that, don't miss this video. I think you will really love it. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. It's free to subscribe.